Jump Cut 42 for Heavy or Not starts with a swim friend alert about open water swimming in London, and ISCA open water events are coming up in September. Don't forget, check it out. We're going to be talking again with Mick and Sue Nelson, and there's a call to coastal Georgia for a aquatics event also in September.
Today's Swim Friends alert comes from the UK via Simon Griffiths, an outdoor swimmer. A cherished stretch of the Thames is under threat. Thames Water plans to siphon off 75 million litres a day during droughts and pump in treated sewage year-round. Thousands swim, paddle and find peace in that water. This isn't just local. Open water belongs to all of us. It's how we build joy, connection and health. Want to help? Check the show notes to stand with Simon. It only takes 60 seconds to make waves.
They do want to go vertical. In 2025, Total Aquatic Programming started the initiative of the Aquatic Health Club Model Initiative. Very small. This is just two people trying to get that message out there. We have 2 aquatic facilities who have jumped on board with that. If we're calling the private sector to step up, we have to revisit what nonprofit and for private means. That's always been the barrier. They think that if you own your own facility, you're only doing it for money, for profit. And that is not the case. The only difference, well, I'm not going to say for everybody, for us, that was not the case. We had a foundation. We had 2 foundations, actually. And many of our private swim schools are, yes, they're making money, but they're paying their staff with that, and they have a foundation added onto that. So the only difference right now is private and nonprofit is how you file your taxes. But people really look at you, if you are a private entity, you're only doing that to make money. Believe me, it got our kids through school, it paid our bills, but I'm not off on a trip around the world by any means.
We're doing a coach's aquatic business course directly after ISCA, because what they had heard with the people on their exit surveys was the coaches didn't have the basic information that they needed to start an aquatic business from scratch. And so ISCA had asked us to put together this course. It'd be immediately following ISCA on Friday afternoon, following up on Saturday morning. It's about getting coaches prepared to make a good, solid decision about how they want to move forward to grow aquatics. And this is all aquatics. This isn't just competitive swimming. You know, our sister organizations with water polo, with diving, with artistic, with masters and others, they all need to play a part in this. But they also need to play a financial support part too, for any kind of facilities being planned. So it's an ongoing battle for truth, justice, and the American way, you know.
You know, on the land side of business, they use the purpose-driven business. That helps you to market if you have a purpose-driven. We have had that for years, but we don't really market it to where it shows that, unless you are in that world of aquatics and you know how small we are. Developing that purpose-driven business or talking about it, all the points. Our 3Ds are drowning prevention and diversification of the sport and dedication to fitness. And that's what we educate people to talk about. You know, exaggerate on it, add in on it, tell people about it. You have a dream, you have a belief, go out there and fight for it. Found our website, contacted, we started talking back and forth. This is a private club that has 2 locations in the city.
35,000 people.
And they've been around all land land and a little bit of water for in the 60s.
The 60s, yeah.
What they wanted to do was to raise the bar, make some difference, do some planning. But what ended up was they brought all their programming people together, land and water. It worked because they understand that it takes both. And then a swim team was renting water from them. They ended up purchasing and owning the swim team and hiring the coach and develop that way. So you're going to have all kinds of scenarios, but like Mick said, it's the individual. It is a person, a group who's going to go in there like you. How long have you been around? You know, us, Lincoln Land Conference, we go way back, but you have to keep up with times. And you do, I feel we do. We're not as active in that coaching venue as you are, but we stay live and active through you. But it takes everybody to do that individual. And some people just don't have that confidence. And that's what we try to mentor.
So ISCA is the Coaches Aquatic Business Workshop. It's presented by Sue, myself, and Kevin Postic, Councilman Hunsaker. February of 26, that's the AOAP/NDPA National Conference. That's a national build and program, a pool, full 2 days pre-conference.
With all of the providers there.
We'll have all of our dream team, which we haven't even talked about on this. That can be a segment for something else. But all of our dream team professionals will be in the room to help projects. We feed people, socialize people, introduce people, and entertain people for 2 days.
And then we do custom, where we go to the club or a city.
We got an LSC right now looking at bringing us in for a day and a half before their LSC House of Delegates, and they want a combination of aquatic coaches, business, and build a pool. So we'll design a custom conference for them, knowing the area they're coming from, doing research and everything. And we'll see if they're got to go to their board to see if, because these are pay for type things, you know, we try to cover our expenses. And so we've got a couple of those on the books and quoted out there. And I think that's the ones I like the best, those custom ones, when an LSC brings coaches into the room, because I think we get so much more direct involvement with people that really were just casually thinking about it.
Hey, there are plenty of jobs opening in the aquatic industry, and you should check them out. Perhaps it's time to take your passion and put it into your productive life.
Boring is easy. Everybody can be boring, but you're gooder than that. Life is not a game, people. Life isn't a cereal either. Well, it is a cereal. And if life is a game, aren't we all on the same team?
Friends, podcast listeners, fellow coaches, and tech buddies, now is the time to come along and jump with us on the AI bandwagon. Keep listening to Heavy or Not, and as we promise to share our insights on the journey, as we need to amp up productivity.
Hey guys, so if you missed the announcement on the All Things Aquatic page, I'm here to let you know that Wesley King's dream has become a reality. The All Things Aquatics, a one-day workshop for aquatic professionals who want more than a certification. September 20th. The details? It isn't just another lifeguard training or a vendor expo. It's real talk, real growth, real connection for aquatic professionals who care deeply about their pool, their people, and their purpose. So, registration is open. If you don't see registration, you can always reach out to me or Wesley and we can send you the link. We're going to have the venue at the Epworth by the Sea United Methodist Conference Center on St. Simon's Island. It is after Labor Day, so we're hoping that all of your pools have closed and your family's like, when are you going to take us on vacation? And we've got the vacation for you. You can come.
Ready to connect with the best in aquatics? All Things Aquatics is your gateway.
Join us on September 20th at Epworth by the Sea. Network with peers, share ideas, and recharge with aquatic professionals just like you.
All Things Aquatics focuses on 4 pillars: risk, revenue, safety, and career building. Gain insights and connections to elevate your aquatic career.
Connect with industry leaders, gain fresh insights, and be inspired.
Don't miss out. Register today.